Hey, today is the final in my series of doing each individual BTS K-pop performer. It's J-Hope. Let's get into it. Hey, welcome. It's me, Dee. Welcome to my channel. How are you all doing, my friends? You guys, I love you all so much. I am so happy with just everything that's been going on. Okay, I've had some kind of stressful days. Some of you might have heard about my poor kitty cat Bouncer. He is doing much better and he is healing. I got some scars on my arms because he clawed me as I was trying to help clean his wound, and yeah, that happens. We still love each other, Bouncer and I. Yeah. Anyway, thank you. I have so many new subscribers. I just want to thank you for joining this channel. I want to thank everyone who's been commenting, giving me feedback. I really, really appreciate it. I learn from your feedback what you prefer, what you don't, and it helps me be a better, person here for you to provide better content. So yes, J-Hope Jung Hosa is the final performer, member of BTS that I'm going to cover. Now he is the first one to put out his own album during this hiatus, starting their solo career. He's not the first to ever done a solo. It's just this time period. He's the first one to come out with his music. He's done Lollapalooza. He is doing very well. I think fans were shocked at first with his it's a lot more hardcore. I personally, I like goth metal, dark metal, and I like pop, and I like rap, and I like K-pop, and I like all sorts of kinds of music, and yeah. So I thought it was great. I think it's neat seeing another side of him. I know it's kind of like this darker side of J-Hope. And I can see why that would kind of shook some people. A little bit about him. Yeah, he was born in South Korea. He has an older sibling, a sister, and he's got his parents. He was born February 18th, 1994. That makes him sun sign an Aquarius. Moon sign is a Taurus. I do not know his rising sign, and that's because I don't have the definitive time of birth. I really wish I had the time of birth of these people so I could give something a little bit more full detail. But we're going to do the best. Now, if you want to go into and learn a bit more about his birth chart, J-Hope's birth chart, stick around. We're going to get into that. And if you just want to jump ahead and get into the psychic reading and the tarot reading, I got chapter links right down below. You click, do what you prefer. Some people actually prefer watching the reading first and then going back and hearing about the birth chart. Whichever order you prefer. I just appreciate y'all just being here with me and giving me your input and feedback. So, let's go. Welcome back. Thank you for sticking around with me. Also, if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. Hit the like button. Stick around and be part of this family over here. I love this community and how you guys just are supportive of one another, even in your comments. I really appreciate how you can even have different opinions and be so respectful. It means a lot to me. So let's get into a little bit about J-Hope. I don't really have a whole lot about his past, how he grew up. But I did get his birth chart, and I'll pop this up for you all to look at. Kind of got this triangle shape going on here, folks, with it, and you can see where things are conjunct. I'll get into that in just a moment. So let's get over here and all right. So this image that I have of J-Hope is new. It's from his came out with his latest album, Jack in the Box. And I just want to get into about some of his traits. I see with him having the Aquarius being his sun sign and having Taurus as the moon sign. These are both fixed signs. Signs either are cardinal, fixed, or adaptable, mutable. Fixed is this is a set point, and it's like that's why people will say things like, "Oh, you're a Taurus, you're so stubborn," because they're just kind of strong. I know what I want. This is it. I like stability, and it's just how it is. I'm Taurus, so I can explain. Now, when we're dealing with Aquarius, Aquarius is an air sign. It's fixed, and there's some really good strengths that I think I see in J-Hope. Very charming. He's social. He's enthusiastic. He can be very independent, and he is more progressive. It's a humanitarian. You would see a lot. We do see a little bit of an ego and rebelliousness. That has to do with his drive to step out. When you see his, Jack in the Box album, that is definitely a rebellion kind of a feel to what he was putting out with BTS. J-Hope is a dancer and a rapper. He can sing, but his strengths are in dance and rap. And yeah, he is good. The talent is just, oozing is probably not the right word to say, but he overflows. That's it. Overflows. I think I need more coffee, folks. Now, when we hit into the moon, now, I'll explain, sun is who we are at our core. It's our ego. The moon is our emotions, how, kind of our emotional state, how, we are, how we handle emotions. And for being a Taurus, he's strong-willed, but he's kind of very sweet, very kind, instinctive, comes up with just, it's kind of like, can follow the instincts and just it be right on. Very original. When you see that, when he had that negative trait of rebelliousness, well, it's also part of his originality. He can sometimes get so busy with, oh, I want to do this and this and this, that he's not thinking of others and how it's affecting them. This is where he's had to learn while working with the group to step back and be like, it's not just me. There's others here, and they have other input and strengths that they can bring in too. He could be, when he doesn't have to work, he's going to just want to just kick back, be lazy, and just overindulge in things that he enjoys. It's just this mix of, he could be strong-willed, sweet, hardworking, but just chill. I think as some of us, we kind of see this when we see in the behind the scenes. Some of you, I've watched a lot of the behind the scenes. I love the dance practice videos, and you really see how hard work J-Hope really puts into it. You also see him just be like, oh, again, okay, I'm gonna do this. But he does it because he wants to nail it right. Now, let's get into some of the other planets. Yes, in astrology, the sun and moon are considered planets because back then, people didn't know better. We know, but here we go. Now, with Mercury is communication. And it's usually an air sign, but he has Pisces, a water sign, in his communication, and it's mutable, it flows, it's compassionate, he can very artistic, intuitive. Once again, we're seeing this intuition that he has. Very social, agreeable. He can focus. And, you know, we're talking about him being progressive, very open-minded. So he can talk, and it's like, wants to include everybody and not let others feel left out. This can cause him to be a little moody and indecisive because he's trying to juggle everything. And that comes with this whole water, mutable, flow going on here. Now, I know y'all like it when I get into Venus, because that's where we're dealing with our relationships and how we interact with others, you know, people, you know, our love life. And, well, Venus is in Pisces. Once again, we're getting a lot of this water energy going on here. And this is where you get more the charming, the playful, sweet, romantic and dreamy. But he can come across like, because he doesn't come out with what he's feeling or what he's doing, it can come across as, what is he hiding? Can I trust him in this relationship? And it's where he has to learn to communicate better and be more aware of his partner, to reassure him, yes, I'm here, I'm loyal, and I'm sorry that I am not coming across like this, you know. And that's something that he has to work on. Then we get into Mars. Mars is that physical energy. It's very fiery. And Aquarius is there, which is an air sign, which is the sun and Mars are both, that's like, Aquarius. So we're dealing with very creative individuality, impulsive, can detach himself emotionally. And that's where he comes across sometimes as moody. He likes surprises, surprising others. He wants freedom. Once again, we're dealing with, this fixed energy. And it's like, I want to get out. I want to get out of it. I just see that's a lot. I just keep looking at this chart going, what? Wow. Doesn't like compromising. Running from emotions. Doesn't want to. So that's detachedness. It happens. And that's what he's here in this time to work on and to learn to be better with. Now let's look at Jupiter. Jupiter is luck, whether, someone's kind of got good luck, bad luck, what's going on. Well, Scorpio, folks, is in, Jupiter. Scorpio is fixed water. It's deep, solid water. And what comes with this is his hard working. And Jupiter is, so he's going to be reaping all these benefits because he does put in hard work. Because he is committed and can be intense when he's working, but he's also very generous, likes to be social with others. He can be impulsive, especially with his generosity. He can be restless and indecisive, and this restlessness is like, well, it can cause him to get distracted from what he's supposed to be working on. And that's where you get this indecisive, well, should I do this, or this? Once again, things that, he's here to learn more about himself and to grow in. And now we're going to go into Saturn. Saturn is the structure, the foundation. And he has Pisces. Yes. There's a lot of Pisces and Aquarius energy in this chart. Is there not? Wow. Mutable water, which is interesting to have it with structure. So he could be very organized and patient with others and himself, but he has this realistic point of view on things. It's like, I know I want to do this, but I know reality is not always in my favor, or it's going to come out this way, or it's not going to happen the way I want it to. He gets a little independent. Sometimes his ego's there, and he can get fixated on something and just very blinder focus on things and not notice what's going on, what he should be paying attention to around him. Now we get into Uranus. And Uranus is our innovation. And Uranus is in Capricorn. Capricorn is a cardinal, which is the beginning, because the cardinal's the beginning, fixed in the middle, and then you have the mutable, adaptable, which changes to bring closure. So we're dealing here with Capricorn energy with innovation. Capricorns are very, very hardworking. They're instinctive. They're imaginative. They're strong. They have a bit of an ego. And once again, you got that realism, that realistic viewpoint of things that come up. And then he has, once again, in Capricorn, he has his Neptune. And Neptune is the inspiration. So being, his kindness, music is very inspiring to him. Music is what drives him. And he can be very sympathetic and kind. Once again, we're seeing some moodiness. He's got a lot of this moodiness. I really think that's something that he's here to learn, because he can have so much hope and he puts it out there, but inside he's dealing with, can I be happy on the inside too? And how do I show people, do I show people my moods so it could come across like he's hiding things or he's just secretive and he's shy? Now Pluto, which is it's like the rebirth. It's coming, who we are coming out as to be. And Pluto is in Scorpio, which is its home place. So it's right where, there's a powerful energy there. And so this makes him very passionate about things, intense, his imagination. This is where he also can worry too much, get focused on one detail, and it could hurt what he's trying to do, his passion. So he has to learn to balance and tame that and be more open-minded, which I don't think is very hard for him to do because he's got this very open-minded feel. So I think that's where he's been learning a whole lot of growing of, there's so much more that I don't always understand, and that's okay. Alrighty, so that is his birth chart. I hope you like this part. And now let's get into the reading. Hey, welcome back. Thank you for sticking around for this tarot psychic reading. I am getting ready. Before we get into that, I just want to remind everyone I do have a web novel that is out on Tapas. It is Breaking the Heavens. It is complete. It is done. And book 2, Descendants of the Heavens, is, well, I'm already working on the third of it, and editing it right now, and I will be launching that also on the same sites. You can find the links down below. And if you would like to support me, and you cannot do so with any kind of finances, please just share this video with others. Hit the like button, comment, subscribe. Those are the best ways to support me. You go through my Amazon wish list, or sending me money, or through the thank you button here on YouTube, or even Cash App or Venmo. But honestly, I just want y'all to have fun watching these videos, and hopefully you're learning stuff as I am as we go through all this together. Please remember that this is for entertainment purposes, and these things are alleged. So let's get into this reading with J-Hope. Wow. Let's see here. I'm using my Gilded Tarot deck. Just gonna Right, let's see here. Let's see what cards jump out at me. Let's see here. I want to lead, what's next with J-Hope in his solo career? This card jumped out. The Ace of Wands, and it's right side up. Aces, we're dealing with the beginning of something. We're dealing with creativity and creating, beginning. And this is fire. So we've got that fire symbol going on here, which is totally cool. That's a good way to start, honestly. I'm like, that's a good start there. Okay, let's see here. What else? Let's shuffle another card. What's next? What's next? Oh, those all jumped out at me. Way too many cards. Come on, let's get this. Yeah, I do have music going. Actually, yes, I have a Spotify BTS playlist going to help me focus on them. And J-Hope's music is in it too, which helps. I'm just kind of getting a feel of things right now. This fires act. Okay. We're dealing with indecisiveness, which I did see some of that going on in his birth chart. That's something. Yeah, he's indecisive on what he wants next. He's got a very difficult choice to make. Ooh, just kind of felt a heaviness. I'm feeling his heaviness, energy of this decision. I don't want to hurt others. I want to do what's best for everyone and myself. Am I going to do this? Three of Cups. Three of Cups often, this is like my collaboration card. They've been coming out with a lot of different collabs lately, people in BTS. This also deals with friendship and happiness. And we're dealing with water, which is this energy of compassion and strength and emotions. And this decision, he's worried about breaking, it not being Making the right choice so that it doesn't hurt others around him, which is a lesson that I see him having to learn when I read his birth chart also. So that's not too surprising to see it in the cards. But he needs to know he has to trust his intuition. He's going to make the right choice because either choice is actually going to be the right one. It just depends on what outcome you want. Here's the Ten of Swords. He is just overburdened. Here, he is carrying a burden he shouldn't. I think he's a little disappointed upon the reception he's been getting from his new work that he put out. It's almost like I'm out here, I'm getting a lot, but the people I cared about the most aren't jiving, going along with what I've done. And I think that's where he's like, am I hurting those around me? Should I continue this route, or should I go back to this little pop and dance stuff? I just, he's so talented. Let's see here. Okay, so Temperance. That is perfect. I'm glad to see Temperance. Temperance is over the indecisiveness, and this is one of the major arcana cards, and it is a fire sign. It's actually Sagittarius, and he's learning that, he's thinking that he has to make a decision, do this or that. And like I was saying, there's really no wrong choice. There's a middle ground. He can do both. And it's him needing to be patient with the changes that he's making and people to accept and appreciate. And he needs to find that passion in going this route and have it come out. Interesting. The Three of Wands is reversed, and it's over the Three of Cups. And we already, talked, and this time, this is reversed, this energy here. So this working around with others, there is something that's being delayed. And it could be being delayed, I'm thinking, because he's being indecisive of, is this the right route? Can I do both? Can I have both these sides of me out here for people to see and accept that, both is me? I'm seeing mental health awareness. Healing through the music. Being relatable to others. He's frustrated, though, because he doesn't feel like he's hitting it right just yet. Let's see here. Okay, the Six of Swords, and this is reversed. Swords is our air energy. And six, I'm seeing he's got unresolved issues with things going on in his life. And it's coming into the whole resisting these changes and transitioning into, instead of just putting out one side of who he is and he's trying to show this other side, it's both are him, and he needs to learn to embrace both. It doesn't have to be one way or another. And it's causing just a lot of frustration for him right now. He's just feeling unfocused and very, I just see him going, can I do this? Can I do this? And he can. He's talking himself out of things. And let's see here. I want to see if I get anything else going on. Let's see here. What goes? Okay. All right. Here's the Four of Swords, and you can see them lying here. And the swords, there's one below, and the others are above here. And this is right side up, and this goes over the temperance and indecisiveness. There's a lot of air energy here, but he is an Aquarius sign, so I'm not too surprised because Aquarius is air. This is taking time to rest, to contemplate, which is over the temperance card, over indecisive. Well, so he needs to just, the hiatus happening. He hasn't hiatused. You know what I'm saying? He was his work came out first. He is probably been working on this wall, working on everything for BTS's, Bulletproof, and the Grammys and everything. I think he's confused. He's burnt out. He needs to stop. He needs to rest. He needs to work on his spirituality, get into some meditation that could help him focus and rest his mind. I just see his mind needs just to take a break. And things will come clearer. I really believe for him. Let's see here. One more card for this. This is the Emperor, and it's reversed. This guy keeps popping up in these readings. I don't have a name for who he is, but he's trouble. He is, oh my gosh, there's problems here with trying to get everything cohesive. He is being told what he's supposed to do. Someone higher up, this other man is very angry with J-Hope going his own direction. It's like, this is not what I wanted you to be. This is not the image. This is you, and it's causing chaos around J-Hope and self-doubt and insecurity. He needs to listen to his brothers and BTS all around him. Because this other guy, his comeuppance is coming. Oh yeah. But whoever thinks they own or are in charge of these young men, he's not really willing to let go yet. These men are like, some are like 30 years old. Come on. Yeah, they need to be let go. They need to learn life. They need to be able to do things that other people in their 20s in youth were able to do, that helps you grow and mature and learn who you are and what you want in life. That was all stifled because they were told who they were and what they're supposed to do in life. And I see J-Hope's rebellion, and I really see Jack in the Box as this rebellion of, I'm doing this. This is who I am. Also, and I think that's why he's been indecisive and scared. It's because of this dude. This little. I have choice words that I'm trying to refrain from using here, but I do not like this man. He gives me the creeps. It's just this energy right now. I just got chills. It's like I don't even want to think about him. I just want to clear that up. I don't need to focus on that because it's scumbaggy, slimy. There's other things that I'm seeing about him that I'm not gonna say out loud. But this isn't J-Hope I'm talking about. I'm talking about this reversed emperor, bad trickster kind of guy. He reminds me of, if you guys heard about what happened with New Kids on the Block and the guy who ran those boy bands. I'm getting a similar vibe here, which is yeah. So let's look at relationships, love life kind of thing. I'm going to pull out, yes, the song they did, the collab with, it was Coldplay? Yeah. My Universe just came on. It's catchy. All right. Let's go relationships around, whether it's family, whether it's friends, or love. Let's see what's in store for J-Hope. I'm not seeing a whole lot of him being in a relationship or getting into one right now. I think he's having to focus. He is so focused with work and trying to figure out how to deal with situations there. I just kind of sense that. But let's see what's going on here. Okay. Okay. Three of Pentacles reversed. The Page of Cups reversed. Okay, we're dealing with this is interesting because cups, is water, pentacles, coins, that's our earth signs, and a lot of times it's dealing with career, but it's also deals with family life too, and our foundation and core. And a page is just this youthful, so we got this youthful water energy. There's just so much disappointment and insecurity. I think he's insecure about getting into a relationship. There's been a conflict. Oh. It's a misunderstanding. He's very disappointed in himself because of this misunderstanding that's hurt someone. Oh. Here's the Seven of Wands, fire energy. You see, she's standing up. She's above everything with going, got my power. That's a good sign, this here, because this means they're gonna persevere. This is not gonna. There's going to be healing. And I think some of it had to do with him feeling out of control with his life and lashing out incorrectly, and he's realizing he does have control and he can take it and doesn't need, and hurting others, I think he really feels bad how it came out. He's had a bad relationship. It broke up. Just not being, that's kind of sad. But there's like miscommunication. I'm just seeing this tension because of miscommunication and misunderstanding happening between him and some other person, or two others maybe. And it has weighed him down, although he's not being able to enjoy any kind of success he's having with his solo career. And that's why he's always second guessing things. He's questioning what he did. And here is the Seven of Swords reversed. And you see, upside, she's like, grabs some stuff. She's like looking over her shoulder, like, okay, there's still this going on back here, and I'm leaving. But it's reversed. And we're dealing with air, which is dealing with our mind, our intellect. And if it was right side up, I would say that this would be kind of bad, because this would be like if he was being manipulative or deceptive, but he's not. He is rethinking everything that he's done, and he's coming clean. It's like, you know what? I hurt you. I misunderstood, and you misunderstood me, and we both collided. And his ego, he's learning to push that pride aside and to step out and be like, yeah, I can do better, and I'm sorry. I think there was some jealousy that he came first with his soloness. I see this. Here's the Queen of Pentacles. This is, when it comes to the Pentacles of the Queen, this is someone who has financial security, which when you see this over these wands of perseverance, I just see a healing in the relationship, which is going to bring about a collab that is going to be beneficial and bring a lot of money to them. Both, and I just see being able to indulge and to just kind of enjoy different comforts in life that perhaps had been denied before. I think there's going to be a rebuilding and a healing. The Four of Pentacles here is reversed. And this has to do with part of the misunderstandings. There was some possessiveness. And it's like, I feel like you're trying to be possessive and take all the limelight from me, and that wasn't what he was trying to do, but it came across this way. And these collided. I think people were afraid to take sides because everyone was like, you both just need to get your shit together, kind of thing. The Ten of Wands, this is, you see, fire energy, and she's carrying everything, bundled it up. 10 is at the end of, is the ending, the completion of a cycle, where 1 is the beginning. So, but with this ending, it's learning to take responsibility, and like, it's over him coming clean, and this is him taking that responsibility and accepting what's going on, and also dealing with accomplishments and recognizing, yeah, I have done all this, and this is good, and things aren't as horrible. Then I got the Sun, and this is exciting. I really like seeing the Sun the sun card, it's a fire, and this is just pleasure, success, celebrating, joy, and this reconnecting and celebrating. I do see hope for J-Hope. In whatever relationship that he might have felt was broken, they both are growing and learning more about themselves and learning to be better. Let's see. I love using one of my Letterman decks, which is a different kind of tarot deck that was used in Victorian era. So I'm going to pull this out. Just something came to mind about somebody else when a song came up. Just JK. I just feel he's being forced to collab and do things. They're taking advantage of him. That's something. Interesting. Anyway, let's get back here. I see J-Hope reaching out to JK. I do. I think that's what's going on. To be like, you can stand on your own. You can stand on your own. He's trying to encourage his friend. I think there's some healing going on between those two, and I see J-Hope wanting to encourage and also warn JK that he's seeing something happening, and it's like, you don't need to be oppressed. And here is 19 in the Letterman deck. What 19 is, it's the 6 of spades. And we're dealing with the Tower. And, in the other deck, Tower usually means things being destroyed and coming back. But in this deck, it's a little different. I'll put this card down here. Let's see what's going to... And I kind of get a feel of what the Tower is going to be about once I put down cards on the other side of it. Wow. I am just... There's a bunch of bureaucratic red tape I'm seeing here. And the next card, 44, which is an extra card that hasn't always been part of the Letterman decks. It's an addition, and I do like using it. It's remember when I said I was feeling like J-Hope was trying to point something out to JK? That's what this lens is. It's paying attention. He's like, you're missing something important here. And this has to do with bureaucracy, authority, someone in authority. And then the next thing I pull is a snake, folks. I cannot. I'm just like, what? And well, see, we if you're not familiar with the 7, which is the Queen of Clubs verse, this snaky, Very, very, this is bad. This is betrayal. This is someone who's deceitful and it's like not seeing it, not recognizing that this person really doesn't have the best for you in mind. It's very selfish. This authority figure, and I really seen that reverse emperor guy involved. I really think there is something. Yeah, here's 28, and this is the man. A man in authority like that. You cannot. Oh my. Something. Okay. I need more. This is 11, which is the Jack of Clovers, and this is the whip. And this card is, there's this guy who's very abusive and punishes all the guys in BTS, and it's coming more to light that he has had ulterior motives all along. It's kind of like they had been so secluded, they were putting so much trust into this person, and they shouldn't have, and he is not wanting to let go of the power, even though they're getting older and their contracts, they don't have to resign on again. They, it's like, oh, I just had a thought. And then I pull up 9. This is luck. Seriously, it's the spokane. They're going. I just got it's like, okay, the hiatus is particularly painful for them because they know how powerful they are together, and so does this other figure, and they knew if they dissipated and didn't combine everything and all themselves together, he would lose some of this control because they're trying to do this, and this, and then they're able to do their own things together, and it's not involving him, and he's angry, but it's almost like they're doing this to break free. This isn't just to heal. They realize they have been robbed of a life and so much because of this person. They're trying to take back and put him in his place. It's like, you would not have any of this without us. And you took advantage and mistreated us, and we trusted you. How could you? I see him physically harming somebody in the group. I really do. And that's been bothering me. Here's 1, and it's over this guy. It's gonna come up in the news. What he's been doing. There's gonna be somebody is gonna uncover the story, and I think because they have gone so worldwide, more eyes are on them and looking into who BTS is and who is big entertainment and hype, whatever they go by now. They, you know what I'm saying? Here's a woman. I've been seeing this female energy popping in the other cards too, and seeing her here again. When I had seen like the Queen of Pentacles, I was getting this feeling there is a woman whom, or someone with feminine energy, who really cares about BTS and has been documenting the misdeeds. I don't think she's going to be silent much longer. I do not see this as being a message coming out, news coming out, and this is her revealing what everyone's missed about him being abusive. The snake, but they're going to overcome him. This, I just picture this guy. He's short, he's stocky. I don't see hair. He's an older guy. A little too friendly. I that's one way to describe it. It's creepy, and it's his way of showing he's got control. 40. This is masks. And the mask is coming off. There's been such a cover up. And it's not just this one guy over at Big Entertainment. This is happening all through this K-pop and the training. It's people start up their music entertainment group and are like, hey, we're going to fund and sponsor these guys and K-pop, and they're going to, and it's almost like working them into slavery and controlling, and the abuse and taking advantage of the men and women there. There's going to be a K-pop artist who's a woman who's going to be coming forward with this abuse. She's being silenced. I think she is getting help from somebody here in BTS. It's her. The one who's going to speak out everything. This is... Wow. I got chills. I just see BTS, this group, they're change, what they're doing, and it's like slowly planning out. They're going to turn things upside down for the better. But it's a very difficult and painful process they're going through. And having to learn who can they really trust. And I see that there's like the trickster, the puppet master has been trying to cause division between BTS and maybe playing favorites to try and make others jealous and this bickering. But these guys have a stronger bond because of what they've been through together. That these 7 gentlemen are so strong and so talented this other guy didn't realize what he's gotten into. He is lost and losing control. And that's good. That is good. Okay, wow. That was something about J-Hope just popped up. He's behind the scenes trying to like encourage each other to stick together and fight through this. We can get out on top. And really, and I think he is that hope in the group. That just is that I don't see him with anybody right now. There is not a relationship that right now he is really focused on the here and now, what's happening. He needs to take care of his own self. And then I think once things have settled, he might free up to. But he's got such close bonds and friendships that he's able to go to them and seek help. Alrighty. There goes another reading. I have a special request from one of our new subscribers. And I've been seeing your comments, folks. I get it. And I'll tell you right now, I'm hesitant to do any kind of reading with just two of the members and trying to find out what's going on with them. Because I think so many people are expecting this. If you read manga, and such, you got this whole idealization of, oh, they get this romance. If you're into BL, you know what I'm talking about. And I think people are going to expect that kind of thing. And I got to tell you right now, I'm 50 years old, folks. I grew up in the 70s and 80s when we couldn't come out as being gay, as being a lesbian, bisexual, transgender. These are all things that had to be kept hidden because you weren't just shunned. You were killed. You were beaten. You were abandoned. You were being accused for the reason why things are going wrong in America. It's like, no, what happened is you. And growing up in the church, my fear of just expressing myself that I can love who I want to love. Love is love. And I know my Creator in heaven made me this way. And I'm going to honor that. And I came out as I got older. I did my family disowned me. My parents and my siblings. It's like, okay, thanks. It's hurtful. But I have my own family now and my in-laws, and their love and acceptance has helped me flourish and not feel like I am not loved. I feel wanted and accepted. So, because I grew up when you just didn't talk about who's gay and who's not, and it was considered very disrespectful to have someone to out somebody who wasn't ready to come out. And I still think it is. You need to wait till a person is willing to come forward. So I'll do this reading with Jimin and Jungkook. I'll do it. I want people to understand that I'm going to be seeing how they get along with each other, if they're going to be working on this collab that I'm really seeing coming from 3, maybe I keep thinking maybe 4, because V keeps popping up. I'm thinking I need to do another reading on V and JK. Let me know if you want me to, because there's just different things have been popping up as I've been doing all these readings. I'm like, whoa! I know people want me to also do Jennie from Blackpink, and maybe her relationship with one of the guys at BTS. I want you all to know I'll do these readings, but I want to be as respectful as possible. And if I feel like there's something that should not be said or brought out, I'm going to let you know. And I'm going to be respectful, because these 7 men are real people, just like you and I. They have lives. They have their ups, their downs. They have things they like. They have things they don't like. They'll argue with one another. They get along with one another. They can, make up, and, even if there's conflict, they can still, if you want to work on something and want something to work, you're going to do it. Very much like in a marriage. I love my wife, and if we bicker or have a problem, it's like, okay, we got to communicate and figure out how we fix this, because we love each other so much, and we just want to keep growing in this love and grow old together. So I guess I'm just trying to say I want to be sensitive. Just want to be sensitive. And I think you guys will appreciate that. Please comment down below what your thoughts are on this reading of J-Hope and the future readings I'm about to do. Also, let me know what you would like to see me do. Also, my channel has just kind of been evolving and changing. And right now I'm having so much fun. Like when I was doing true crime, it was really dark. Really dark, folks. And I kept seeing the moments of death. And that is just, in real life, I've had experiences, maybe I'll share, where I have had the vision, dream of the moment of someone dying and their experience. And I've had a pleasant, gone to sleep, and being buried alive from a landslide in Hawaii. And it's hard. But often these people, they want something to be said. They want to come out. They want people to know what suffering there was or wasn't. And I will open myself up to it, but I have to be careful. And doing things, I love music. I love the entertainment business. I grew up singing. I was a background singer for a bunch of things. I just love, I grew up in LA, folks. Now I'm up here settled in the Pacific Northwest, and I'm chillaxing. And I've been getting back into singing again. And, I used to have very powerful high falsetto operatic. And I just, I've gotten lazy by not singing it, but I still can hit that high C and different things. So I've just been practicing. So I'm having fun doing more celebrity pop culture. And when I do legal cases that are happening, I'm enjoying that. My wife was an attorney, and, I was by her side when she was going through law school, and, hearing about cases and learning and reading memorandums and torts and everything. And I enjoy this kind of stuff. I think that's another reason why I like watching, and I support Emily Baker, because she's brilliant. My wife and I will sit there and listen to her podcast. It's great. But so I'm enjoying what I'm doing now. And if you guys want me to continue doing this, please let me know. If you want me to throw in some more true crime or paranormal, I don't know. I enjoy that stuff, but it's just dark, folks. It's dark. You gotta lighten things up. I almost said lighten shit up. I just did say it, didn't I? Okay, that's me. Folks, subscribe if you haven't already, please. I'd love it to hit 2,500, by the end of this month. That would be great. Yeah, it'd be great if it was even more, but I got an optimistic goal here, and so please share this video, like it, comment. I've gotten private messages, and I'm sorry if I don't get to the messages on my Instagram. I don't post there a lot, but I do pay attention to the messenger there. So if you want to reach me there, I'll get back to you. I love you all. Remember, be kind to yourself and be kind to others. I'll see you next time. Bye.